Hi, I'm Mac McCarthy and I help people with their breakups. And today I'm not going to talk about a story right at this moment, but I want to talk about the no contact rule for women, for females. And it's one of those things that's a bit different. I think the no contact rule works in the same way as far as moving on if you've been in a bad relationship and you're working on yourself. I think the no contact rule works when the relationship's not going good and you can't break through your problems and you guys need a break or space. And a lot of people say, well, I don't want to take a break. I'm with you. That term break doesn't resonate well with a lot of people. But a man probably isn't going to call you back or let you know that he's missing you as often as a female would in the no contact rule. It's just how it is. I'm not going to get into the political correct thing, or it's just how it is. And like I've said before, if you come back really weak and needy, the man in a lot of cases could take advantage of that and use you in some way, or make it that he's got the upper hand in the relationship now. But this is why you need to send your story to me, because every situation is different. When I talk about the no contact rule, I'm telling you there's exceptions to be made. But the number one rule is to work on yourself, and you put that first. I've said that 100 times on this channel. But if you had a pretty good relationship, okay, and I've seen this a few times now, and you broke up suddenly, and you didn't have, I always use this, layers and layers of crap and contempt, and he did this or she did that, all this crap, and you're the female in the relationship, and you're holding something that's kind of small, let him know what it is, because if he's not aware of it, he needs to know before you break up. But also, if you still got feelings for that individual, okay, and you're going to meet up one last time, or they got to come pick up their stuff or something like that, and you really miss and love them, and you haven't really gave that to them at the end of the relationship as far as told them, like, I want to make this work, but you held like a strong face, a lot, especially if it's a stubborn man, he's not going to give in until you do. And give in is a tough way to put it, but I would say bring your guard down a little bit, be a little vulnerable as a woman. And like I said, this is only in special cases where I hear your story. When you send me your story, I'll be like, okay, in this particular case, when you meet, it's okay to have your guard down a bit and let this guy know that you do love and care about him. In the last month that you've been having problems and you've been tough on him and kind of pushing him around a little bit, that it was for a reason. But if you don't want to go there, and you just want to tell him just how you feel, just as a woman, I think that's okay. But then if you don't get the reaction you wanted, or he's cold or kind of brushes it off, and you just poured your heart out in a way like that was honest and authentic, then you got some clarity right there that his feelings aren't as strong, or he's just too damn stubborn. So, like I said, it's a case-by-case thing. And when I do these live coaching sessions, we have to dig a bit. Okay, we have to. I gotta get down to a few more questions. Okay, now I'm noticing this. Okay, let's circle back to what you said earlier and what you said was said at the last time you guys seen each other. It takes a little bit of time, and then all of a sudden you get this fucking bam, a breakthrough, and it's kind of a amazing thing, because you both, when you're in the coaching session, even though we're talking through the camera, you kind of feel it, and you're like, okay, that's a breakthrough. This is something that you haven't noticed before, but you're seeing it right now, and I'm seeing it. And it like I said, it comes down to good questions, and it comes down to being a little bit open about my reaction and answering those questions honestly. And answering questions honestly has to do with letting your subconscious answer the questions. And usually your subconscious answers the questions first. When you sit there and analyze and go, wait a minute, shouldn't say that because this isn't right. No, that's what your real thinking is. There's an immediate answer that bubbles up to a question, and that's your guide talking. That's your subconscious guide talking usually. Now you could analyze how you're gonna convey that, how you're gonna spit it out. That's fine, but it's usually there. And if you don't like it, you still got to get it out and be honest about it. And that's what's good about writing your story to me and typing it out, because you get to just, and tell me if I'm wrong on this, anyone that's written their story out, did it just come out? I mean, or did you sit there and have to think about it? You know, or did you just go, you know, you're just writing. A lot of people are doing it from their iPhones. I can tell by the way the text comes out. But by doing that alone, you're getting all that out, right? And that's what I want to say is that these individual stories in these individual cases have different circumstances. And that's why it's good to get a coach like myself, or send your story into writemac.com and get someone to look at it on an individual level, because all this broad information out there, yeah, it could suit you. It could apply to you, but you could be taking something that they're giving, like for example, oh, no contact for 30 days. It's the rule for everyone. Like I said, no contact's for you first and foremost. It's for you to gather your things, gather your thoughts. And if the person comes back, it's a bonus. It's for you to kind of analyze what went on. It's for you to kind of look at things and go, wait a minute, I was kind of wrong there. It's for you to use that time to write out a story about what happened on your side and get a hold of your real feelings. Because when you're in the dogfight of the breakup and you're in those last 2 weeks or that last month, you're on emotion, man. You're on pure emotion. And they say one wrong thing and you go, bam, oh yeah? You got that to say? Well, I got this to say. And you go back and forth and back and forth. And you stop using your reason. You stop using your authentic feelings. And a lot of times you just go into this mode of like, well, you hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. You hurt me, I'm going to hurt you. And that's how it's played at the end sometimes. Unless someone just gets shocked. I've had that too before, where it came out of nowhere and that person's just holding that rejection because they were shocked. And if you're shocked and awed, that's another thing that you can't let go of. I can't believe they did it to me like that. So I hope that helps. And like I said, for the females out there that watch my show, the no contact rule in a lot of ways is a little bit different for you, in the sense that if you want to break it, at some point, like I said, I have to hear your individual story first. I'm not telling you this for everyone, but men are more highly receptive to a woman breaking that no contact. But it's how you break it, right? Being genuine, not being overly needy, but being honest with your feelings, because that guy might be one of those stubborn types, you know, that goes, I'm not going to be the one to say sorry. And especially if there wasn't a lot done wrong by either party, if that makes sense. There's just, you know, some friction about some things at the end, but no one cheated, no one did something really bad. You kind of needed that time in between. So I hope that helps you out there. And I know I'm going to get a few messages from some people that go, wait a minute, this seems like this is different than what you said in past videos. No, what I'm trying to tell you, what I'm trying to convey clearly is every story is different. And I've come across a few where in the woman's case, hey, I stopped him for a minute. I said, hey, this might be a time to let your guard down a little bit next time you meet, because what's going on in your individual story, you guys have been in no contact for a while. This happened, that happened. You might want to be a little more authentic with your feelings. Okay? I hope that helps. Please visit writemac.com and have a good day.